This is one of my favorite episodes for my characters so far, episode 5, because he is threatened, and he is threatened directly by Thomas.
Release Sophie and the detainees, or this time, people will die. It's great to have Thomas really step up and own up and kind of play a little bit of hardball with the president, but bigger picture, let me have my people back. How about that?
Martinez does something that really, I think, surprises everybody.
If even one of those passengers dies, I will execute Sophia and the rest of the detainees at Deconstruction. All of them.
That's pretty gangster.
There's no point in any more talk unless I get the antidote. I'm hanging up.
I love this turn in the story because it forces Sterling to kind of reassess the enemy, so to speak, because he's facing off against this president who's suddenly shown himself to be capable of playing this game at a much, much higher level than I gave him credit for.
We know this is a good man, Martinez. We know he's a family man. We know he has a child of his own. So you know these are very difficult decisions he has to make.
You're not thinking of letting them die.
When the president pushes Christina away, it's a feeling of being excluded and being an outsider, and which is very strange because it's never been that way before.
Elias, I know you. If there's even a small chance that you can save these people's lives...
Dina, it's not that simple. Not when you're in my shoes.
But she's not one to give up. I think that she's going to insist in that partnership not being destroyed.
Give me one of my people, and I'll get you the antidote.
Agreed. He is going to find out very soon that, of course, what he thought was the right move may or may not have been the right move, and if it was, it's not going to go along as planned.
In this episode, we actually get to flash back to Simon and Thomas after the crash.
Thomas is the leader. He's here with the common goal to take care of his people and get them back to where they're from.
Thomas is really willing to do anything to get what he wants. He's, in a way, affecting human history.
They're calling it the Manhattan Project.
Do you know what they're going to use this for? This country is at war, Thomas.
Simon cares for the well-being of you know, not only his people, but of humans.
I don't care what they're going to use it for. It's what we're going to use it for that matters. Thomas is going to have his day, too, and it's just starting. It's just now starting.
There's a Vicky story that, as you see in this episode, that gives her a dimension.
Our goal is to humanize all the characters, and that's a goal from the onset. Even the people who we think are very bad, it just makes it for a more interesting ride.
I think in this episode, you can relate to her more because, after all, she is a bad guy and doing awful things to people, but she has compassion.
Everyone has their kryptonite. This is hers. She has this weakness. This is what they can chip away at.
You had your orders. Take out the family, burn down the house. And that's what you did, right?
For the rest of her life, it will compromise her. But she makes a decision that this is a missing link in her life.
She has this baby, and she's been raising it. It's definitely opened up her eyes to a whole world that she hasn't been a part of.
You went to a lot of trouble to hide them, your family.
Sean is clever enough to find that chink in her armor, which ultimately saves his life and reunites Layla.
I'm walking in there, and I'm walking out with Layla, where your son's picture and address go viral.
She's in shock and can't believe that it's something that she's held so close to her and been covering and so careful with for so long is now somehow gotten out.
What really drives the first few episodes in the series is Sean's quest to find Layla, the woman he loves, no matter what the dangers in front of him.
After a very long journey, Collier's really grown to trust Sean. So she hands Sean her gun, and I think in that moment, it's all said. The trust and the bond is there.
Yeah, Vicky has definitely got herself in a mess of trouble by helping out Sean and Layla.
Go. Now!
She's going down a path that she's not sure of, and you might be surprised to see who will help her.
At the end of episode 5, there's an emotional reconnection.
They believe that it's the end of their journey, that somehow everything is going to be okay. And obviously we're going to find out that it's not the case.